Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. This is just a quick one-off video because today I found something that made me think and I just wanted to talk about it. So basically I'm a massive fan of retro gaming. As you can probably tell, I've been playing Wii games on my channel. And at home, I'll put a picture on the screen, but I do collect a lot of old consoles, a lot of retro stuff because I just love it, you know? I just love the type of games that are on there. I think because it's not really nostalgic for me because I'm young. I did not grow up in the era these things came from. Like I grew up just playing. My first console was the Wii and the PlayStation 3. I did not have any console back before then, but I just love the pixelated graphics. I love just the style of games, especially as being in computer science and stuff in that kind of field. I just really enjoy it. But this is not what I wasn't here to talk about myself today. Today um I saw the trailer for this. It is the Atari 50th anniversary official limited edition set trailer. So basically all it is just remakes of all these. Well, just hate it. Looks like HD remakes looking at the trailer, but like they come in like really cool boxes. I'll just play some of the video here, but they all come in like their own boxes. They all come displayed and stuff. However, when I scrolled down to the description, I saw the collection costs $1,000, but there are only 100 being made worldwide. That completely baffled me. We have what, 8 billion people now in the whole world, and we have so many like retro games collectors, retro game enthusiasts out there, and you're only making 100 for this really high cost. And I just feel, huh? What? Surely you would make way more. Like you'd make, I don't know, a normal limited edition set of anything is usually around like 100,000, sometimes even 500,000. But only 100 being made at that massive cost. You've got 10, so you're getting 10 games in this collection. So they're 100 quid each. And I'm like, what? I'm not sure if it even comes with a like with a console as well, or it's just the games on their own. Let's have a look. It's sold out. I'm not surprised. Yeah, it is just. It looks like it's just a game. So it's like all these stands and stuff. So it's all nicely laid out. It's all brand new cartridges and stuff. But for £1,000 or dollars in this case, that's just mental. And there's not just only 100 units as well, because this really annoys me, because I feel like with something like this, you have so many people who had an Atari when they were younger. Like, surely wouldn't it make sense to just make more? Sell it at maybe, okay, keep it at a high price. You know, it's Atari. You're getting brand new cartridges, all that. Yeah, that's fine, but not at 1,000. But just like increase the amount you make, because this doesn't feel like something like a retro person would buy. if I had that money right now, if I had that much money, I would not buy this at all. But this isn't the only thing that is getting out of hand, because I used to think, right, retro gaming, it used to be really, really easy, especially before the pandemic. I feel you could pick up games for really, really cheap. You still can, obviously, but over that time, it has started to become, I don't know, a business. People are trying to profit off it, and this is where I come on to my next one. For this example, I just went on eBay. Now, obviously, this isn't a proper representation, but obviously this is a joke up here. No one ever is going to buy that. But you have, as soon as you start going down, I put it to the highest, but as soon as you start going down, you will see like proper actual sellers here. So you've Spider-Man games fully mint and sealed perfectly in a box, but it is $5,000. But don't forget the $100 shipping rate that comes with it. Again, we have Spider-Man. Okay, we have Game Boy games. I get kind of the older console games like being this expensive, but not that expensive. I've never seen anyone pay that much, because it's not really a rare game, to be honest. You can find most of these games for cheap, and I'll show you in a bit later. But so as you go down, we got who's gonna buy Football 14? They make the game every single year. You have a limited edition here for 2,000. I kind of get that. If it's limited edition, yeah, of course, it's gonna be expensive. But singular games like Call of Duty, someone's even put Minecraft up here for $2,000. It's just mad to me. Fallout 3, I mean, and with no game as well. That's, oh dear. BioShock for 1,500. You can literally find BioShock for £2 in my local store. Like, it may not be mint, but you can still get that game. Like, and it's also on a 360 as well. To be honest, I don't feel like the Xbox 360 / PS3 era is just retro yet. I think the PS2 just got classified retro not too long ago, but this is absolutely mad. And the thing is, people will actually buy this. 25 watchers right now. But the thing is, though, if I search up BioShock just on the Xbox 360 normally, you can find the disc for like $2. You can find the collector's edition. It's not mint, but you can find the collector's edition, which is way better than just your normal copy. And for $20 here, you even have a factory sealed, shrink wrapped proper version of it for £300. That's a price I would pay for something that was completely sealed. I would not pay, what was it, 1,500 just for the game alone. If I can get the collector's edition, why not just go and buy that? See, people are getting like people are just getting too carried away, I feel. They're trying to profit off it as much as you can. It's not so bad in the UK. See, look, I can get it for £3. I can get the Steelbook for £2. Like, just stop. Never, I feel like never buy games off eBay. Never, ever, because they are incredibly overpriced. Usually when looking for consoles and stuff, yeah, I'd go on eBay. For example, I don't know, what did I get recently? What was I looking at recently? Nintendo 64. If I can type, of course. Nintendo 64 console. Okay. Yeah, so look, I can get a perfectly good working console for 150 quid. Some are even lower for 51 quid, and they're like in perfect condition. Look at that. You got all the cables, you got the console, you even get games with it, and it's £51. And I'm just like, why would there be people that go and then pay such a high price? We stick it to the highest price. Okay, you've got a limited edition console. That's normal. You got the Japanese version for really high. Yeah, that's normal. But then I guarantee, here you go. We'll have just a normal console on its own. We got the Nintendo 64 DD. That's really, really expensive. Yeah. But I feel like too many people are just trying to profit off this retro gaming market. Now, of course, we had things like a lot in the past few years of remakes of these different consoles in the mini form. And if you remember, Nintendo made the NES Mini, the SNES Mini. I think I bought the SNES Mini. Well, I got it gifted, and I remember my dad saying he had to get on the site. He had to buy it incredibly quickly, because I remember just after a week, it was all fully sold out everywhere. People were going for it, but Nintendo didn't limit it to a lot of to like the lowest number of copies they can make. They made so many, and I think that's the way to go when tackling this stuff. Let's search up SNES Mini. Let's see how it's doing on here. Oh my god. So yeah, because it was rare when it first got sold out, but they did bring it back, and they did the same with the NES Mini, which I didn't end up buying because I already had the SNES Mini and I didn't see a point to it really. But there are people selling it for so much, even though it's just a glorified emulator wrapped in plastic. And you can buy an actual SNES console for cheaper than 500 quid, 300 quid. You can buy it for so much cheaper, and this is where it annoys me. You're just profiting off this I think it's called nostalgia bait. You're baiting people in with this sense of nostalgia, and it's just bad. I don't like it at all. Yeah, when tackling retro stuff, I tend to just go to my local store. In the UK, I'm not sure we have it. You probably have stuff in other places as well. We have a place called CX, which sells a massive amount of stuff. We've got gaming, just tech in general, basically. But they are mostly known for pre-owned tech or retro stuff. And if you were to, they've got a whole list of all these retro consoles that you can actually buy. So what we were looking at the N64, and here we go. We can buy a boxed N64 for £155. Now, these are like probably tested and everything, and We can, and they're mostly trustworthy. I've personally never had a problem with them before. But these are good prices. These are definitely good prices. Obviously, if you went searching really, really far, you would be able to find them in like for 50 quid off eBay and stuff. But yeah, you just got to do your research, because there are still people who are enthusiastic about this but still care about everyone else and don't want to rip you off. I don't know. It's just something that's annoyed me recently. With a lot of things, because we had that massive surge of nostalgia bait with the mini consoles. Because Nintendo did it first. Everyone saw it did well, and then everyone hopped onto that wagon and started making them. We had the PlayStation Mini. We had a Commodore. We had Atari Minis. Yeah, it's just, yeah. I just really hope it doesn't go downhill in any way, and I feel like I hope it does stay the way it is currently right now. We have everything still low. It can be a bit expensive at times depending on the newer consoles you get or the older, but just please don't try profit off these consoles, because it's ruining the appeal. I feel like because I local to me, I also have like a retro store, just a local owned one, and I've been there multiple times, and it's fantastic because you can see it all. You can see it all properly. Nothing's, in my opinion, is overpriced. Obviously, it's still expensive. Like, it was like a Game Boy game for 15 quid. But they were like the popular ones, like Pokemon stuff. Nothing was incredibly overpriced, and I want more people like that, and not just these big businesses just profiting off this market. Yeah. That's all I have to say about that. It was just a quick one-off thing that I wanted to talk about. It's something that's close to me, and it's yeah. Please stop profiting off of this, please.